Hello everybody, welcome to the I Am IT Geek YouTube channel. My name is Shabazz and as ever, I am the IT Geek. Welcome back to the penultimate, not the last one, the one before the last, the last episode of Designing and Implementing Microsoft Azure Network Solutions series. So that's the AZ700 Microsoft Exam series. So almost there. Been a long journey, almost there towards the end. This is the last topic as well, so this is a two-part topic again. We're going to talk about WAFs, web application firewalls in these next couple of episodes, and we're going to finish off the series with a podcast with a special guest. So let's get started with this episode. So, as mentioned, we are still on Module 5, which is Secure Network Connectivity to Azure Resources. Today we're going to talk about designing and implementing a web application or WAF deployment. So this is part 1. So we'll talk about mapping requirements and features and capabilities of a WAF. We'll talk about designing a WAF deployment, then configuring detection or prevention mode, and finally we'll talk about configuring rule sets for WAFs on Azure Front Door. Now, there's no lab in this one, so we're going to have a big lab to finish the series. So you won't just me today, so hopefully I'll whiz through the content for you, I won't bore you too much. Let's talk about mapping requirements, the features and capabilities of a web application firewall first. So web application firewall, or WAF, provides centralized protection for your web applications from some common exploits and vulnerabilities. So web applications are increasingly targeted by malicious attacks that exploit commonly known vulnerabilities, so like SQL injections, cross-site scripting are among the most sort of common attacks. When you create a web application firewall policy, by default, the WAF policy is in a detection mode. In detection mode, WAF does not block any requests. Instead, requests matching the WAF rules are logged with WAF logs. So to see WAF in action, you can change the mode settings from detection to prevention. And in prevention mode, requests that match rules that are defined in your default rule set or your DRS are blocked and logged at the WAF logs. So some of the features, I think I touched on a few. One of them is SQL injection prevention, cross-site scripting protection, and protection against HTTP and HTTPS protocol violations. So sticking with the sort of map requirements topic, you can enable a manage bot protection rule set to take custom actions on requests from all sort of bot categories. And the three main sort of bot categories are bad. So bad bots include bots from malicious IP addresses and bots have falsified sort of their identities. Bad bots with malicious IPs are sourced from Microsoft Threat Intelligence feed. They're high confidence IP indicators of compromise. There's good bots, which include validated search engines such as Googlebot, Bingbot, and other trusted user agents. And then there is unknown bots. These are classified via published user agents without additional violations. So I'll give you an example: market analyzer, feed fetch, and sort of data collection agents. Unknown bots also include malicious IP addresses that are sourced from Microsoft Threat Intelligence feeds, medium confidence IP indicators of compromise. The Azure Web Application Firewall engine is the component that inspects traffic and determines whether a request includes a signature that represents a potential attack. Whether a request includes, when you use the CRS 3.2 or later, your WAF runs a new WAF engine, which gives you higher performance and an improved sort of set of features. When you use earlier versions of the CRS, your WAF runs on sort of an older engine, so new features are only available on the new sort of Azure WAF engines. WAF customers can choose which actions they want to run when a request matches a rule condition, including you can allow, block, and log actions. Let's move on to talking about designing a WAF deployment. So I'm going to use a diagram for this. I've been a while since I did a diagram for your episodes. So an application gateway operates as an application delivery controller, or ADC. It offers transport layer security, so TLS, previously known as secure socket layer, SSL termination, cookie-based session affinity, round-robin load distribution, content-based routing, ability to host multiple websites, and security enhancements. Application gateway security enhancements include TLS policy management and end-to-end TLS support. And application security is strengthened by WAF integration with the application gateway, as you can see in the diagram. Combination protects your sort of web applications against common vulnerabilities, and it provides an easy to configure central location to manage. So we'll talk about configuring rule sets for WAFs on Azure Front Door. Before I finish this up. So there's some key stages in a WAF policy on Azure Front Door using the Azure portal. So first, you create a web application policy. So this is where you create a basic WAF policy with managed defaults rule set, DRS. Step 2 is to associate the WAF policy with the front door. So created in the first step with the front door profile. This association can be done during the creation of the WAF policy, or it can be done on a previously created WAF policy. During the association, you specify the front door profile and the domain or domains within the front door profile you want the WAF policy to be applied to. During this stage, if the domain is associated to the WAF policy, it's shown as grayed out. You must first remove the domain from the associate policy and then reassociate that domain to the new WAF policy. Final step is to configure the WAF policy settings and rules. So this is an optional stage. You can do it or you can't. It's the way you configure policy settings such as the mode, so mention prevention and detection, and configure manager rules and custom rules. So a bit short and sweet there, very theory based. I didn't want to do too much theory because people get bored. I get bored, and we've no lab as well this episode. Finishing that, leaving that to the big finale episode, which is next. So yeah, again, if you want to, there are labs from this topic that you can follow yourself, which will be available in the description at the GitHub repository. Also on my side, your socials, give us a like for the video, reach out to us, follow, or LinkedIn, connect with us on LinkedIn, ask us any questions. By all means, please do subscribe. I'm doing this for you guys, so to help people. So by all means, subscribe and smash that like button. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.